And I'm back. I am back. I'm back. So welcome to the second segment today. I'm Kathy Grillo Design. This is the second segment of our Saturday Art Block. So hashtag LDCC, hashtag Art Block. Hello, hello, hello. We do this every Saturday. Search the hashtags and all day you will see great artists all day long. We're going to 1 a.m. today, guys. So me and Madeline are splitting this hour. So I'm going to be here for a half hour, and then Madeline will pop in, and she's going to do an hour and a half and go to noon. So, okay, awesome. Thank you. So this is our schedule today. And as I said, all you need to do is follow hashtag Art Block, and you can see us all day long. So let's get back to where we were. We were working on this little cutie. This is an American Leopard Hound. The first hour, I did the eyes and based out the face. This is where we're at. And we're going to start doing some fur detail and building up the structure of this cute face. So that's what we're going to work on. Thank you for coming back. It's been a crazy morning. Thank you, Dobbs. Crazy, but you know, that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how things work around here. So, as I said, I'm just sort of refining these markings, and I'm just kind of really looking a little closer at where they're placed on here, and I'm going to start spotting him up accordingly to that. And it will just be more of my own roadmap here for my reference. And so you use light and shadow to create the structure of this face and add these little spotters in. I don't know if Jan's gonna come back. I hope he does, because he's super talented, does wonderful art that I really admire. So it was nice that he's been stopping by to see my art, and I appreciate that. Let's see. Get some of this. That gray it needs to be lighter, a little lighter. I see all sorts of colors in these grays. I see pink. I see a little bit of purples. So this is going to be interesting how I end up interpreting these shades. I'm kind of looking forward to it. You're right. The more difficult, the more interesting it is to me. I just love torturing myself. What are you doing? Oh no. Alright. It's getting a little bit of gray in here. So this puppy has tons of colors in him. Alright. So I do like to kind of work around in a mask. I think he said you torture him. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. So there you go. Okay. I love when dogs have like these little like eyebrow spots. I don't know why. I just really like those. Maybe it's because it helps give them a really cool expression usually. I don't know. None of my dogs have them. But my dogs have like hair above their eyes that they get, that goes up. Alright. Okay, before I zoom out, I want to kind of loosely get some of this in. You can see I'm doing very big broad strokes. It's just general hair direction and some color markings. So maybe a little, if the marking is a little shorter or smaller, I mean, I'll probably do a little bit of a smaller brush stroke, but I'm just kind of refining it and laying it out for my benefit here. Heart War. Guys. All right. Alright, let's zoom in here and work on this eye. So I'm going to bring this eyelid I love that most dogs have this really dark eyelid. It's like natural eyeliner. I want to make sure I'm getting this shape right. Once again, the official little, I guess that we found it's going to be the tear duct. Alright. Alright, so this is a wet blender brush. My favorite. It's one of my favorite brushes because you'll see as I put it on here, watch it, it's nice and dark, and then as soon as I start painting, it's going to start blending in. So it'll give me a lot of natural blends, which is how I get a lot of the fur natural colors. And you just build it up, and so it takes a little bit to get the color built up because it doesn't stay this bright color, but it starts soaking into the paper and it'll spread a little bit. And actually, see how dark it is, but that's why it reacts with the rest of the paint. It's just like if I was putting real paint with other paint. It starts blending in. It is very cool. So on this face, I'm probably going to end up using my template here, my little sketch, maybe a little more than I usually do, just to kind of get some of this spotting in as I refine it. I don't know, I didn't even look how I did on this side. I was busy and I didn't really look. So let me come back and readjust some of this. I didn't do too bad. I was just kind of doing it by before on this side, I was just doing it by what I was looking at. So I actually didn't do too bad on the placement of these spots. So you could see where my little lines were for the dark spots, and I kind of did pretty good. I did pretty good, if I have to say so myself. I did pretty good for just looking at it. Good job, Kath. Good job. I want to make a little bit of a good job. Like my own art instructor. You did a good job. Good placement. Good eye placement. Good, you have a good eye there. I do want a little bit of the dark in the middle. Alright. Let's see over here on this side. Just because like all these different spots really build this character. Didn't do too bad over here though either too. So the more you draw, the better you get. I looked back not too long ago, I looked back at what I was doing last year and I almost was like, oh my god, I can't believe you shared all that last year and you thought that was good. So it's always good to just keep practicing. Just keep practicing. Alright. Some of this going in here. He's starting to come alive. It's my favorite part. Oh, trying to get my... I know there's probably a way to do this. Like, I can zoom in on my reference photo. There has to be a way to zoom out because so many times I hit too much of a zoom and it drives me nuts. Alright. Lily. That's a pretty name. I like that name, Lily. Alright. These spots are gonna be fun, and if you follow me around with this one, you're gonna hear me probably bitch about them a lot. So I'm apologizing in advance. What? I know I do it to myself on this one. It's not like somebody came and said, I have this dog, and then I did its portrait and it was 20 million spots. I know. Alright. Want to get where these darker spots are at. I know, it's my own damn fault. Meow. Meow. That was last week. I had someone who said, oh, you're always drawing cats. And I was like, no, I'm not always drawing cats. So where's that person now that I'm drawing a dog? That's all I know. They just happened to pop in like 2 or 3 times and it happened to be a cat. Alright. There you go. It's all about the dogs for the next week or so. Depending on how much time I get to get in here to work on this guy. But it is intriguing me. Him and all this. So I'm still looking at the picture a whole lot. Try to get my placements here. You know what's weird? Okay, this is what's weird about broadcasting. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it. I broadcast so much on different social medias, you guys, that I almost feel weird if I'm painting and I'm not broadcasting. Is that crazy? I think I'm losing it. So, I tend to pretty much, maybe not all here on Periscope, because I do some on Instagram Live. And I do a little bit on my Facebook page, and I'll do it on Busker, and almost every time I'm in the studio, I am broadcasting, whether I'm here talking by myself or not. So a lot of these you could technically see from beginning to end. Now, only Periscope, for some reason, Periscope's broadcasts will stay on my phone and like as a video. So those I will upload to YouTube, and that's just for myself, just another place to keep them. And I think maybe like someday my great grandkids or somebody will be like, oh, they can look it up because YouTube's there forever, right? Right. So you can look me up on YouTube and see a lot of old stuff when I didn't know what I was doing. I have like 6 subscribers on YouTube. I don't really work YouTube too much. It's just kind of more of a storage space for me. But if you want to see all the repeats, feel free to go look at me up on YouTube. Who watches me on YouTube? Do you know who watches me on YouTube? My dad. My dad watches me on YouTube. My mother-in-law sometimes watches my YouTube channel. And I think one of my best friends that live down in Toledo, she's not really on social media, so I think she watches me on YouTube. It doesn't show me who watches it. I just know because they tell me. And my dad will be like, so I was watching you on YouTube today. It is, yeah? Oh, yeah, it is kind of. So, you know, like, my dad would be like, I was watching you on YouTube today, and you only have, like, 2 views on there. You're being real successful. Like, Dad. I'm like, Dad, it is what it is. I don't really care who watches it on YouTube. It's only reposting what I do here. He don't get it. You know, I mean, he's like almost 80. He don't understand social media. He's I don't know. He gets on YouTube and he gets all confused and he calls my husband and we have to tell him how to go through his computer to find what he wants to find, and you know. But I can't blame them. I mean, they didn't grow up with the computers and live viewing and all this has to seem like totally science fiction to my parents. Alright, I have 5 minutes before Natalie's gonna pop on here, I think. So she's doing the group a favor by hopping on and doing an extra half hour as well. So if you have the time, I'd appreciate your support of popping into her scope, and just even if you could pop in for a second just to share it, that would be great. Because we're all like rearranging a little bit of our schedules to hop in here today and help out our friend Jade, who was supposed to be after me, but it must have really, really rained in Chicago. You know, she did not have power, and her basement flooded, so I feel very bad for her. I'm sure she would much rather be in the studio in her basement, painting. Yeah, I'm sure she'd rather be here painting for everybody on Periscope than cleaning up a flooded basement. So, yeah. It's always something when you live stream too. I mean, we have a little chat and it's like, oh, she has to cancel. Who can hop in and fill in and who can do that? It's like it's a TV show all day. And Deb does this for us and keeps everybody organized. So, yay, Debbie! Alright. So, depending on what day it is, if it's raining here, you might see this a little more progressed next time you see me. Because I might do this a little bit while I watch some other people's scopes today. I might go and broadcast later if I'm still home and it's raining on either Instagram. Instagram now lets you keep it up for 24 hours. This is Periscope. It's on Periscope with the art blog. It's always on Saturdays. I don't really have a set schedule except for Saturday because my life is kind of crazy. When I don't do the nanny job anymore, I will probably have more of a set schedule to be able to be on social media. But you know, that's why you can catch my replays or hop on and catch me if I'm live. That's nice. Because a lot of those are just kind of when I have the time, I'll hop on. I know, it's crazy. I know, it's my fault that I don't have a lot of followers because I don't have the set schedules. But I'm working on it, people. I have a life. Alright, I just want to etch out this nose a little bit so it doesn't drive me nuts. I had a few days off this week and it was so nice. I would get on and I'd have an Instagram post and I'd do one on my little design page on Facebook, and then I came on Busker and I'd go on Periscope, and I was like hopping all over, and I'd love to be able to do that every day, like 5 days a week, and that's my goal eventually. So I've only been doing this a year, guys, so you're still helping me on my journey. This is where I'm at right now. This is about as far as we got on this today. We have like 1 minute. Here is the face. I like doing this too so we can kind of see we're getting this sort of the look here. And as I get the shadows in, more of the shaped face will take part. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I totally, really super dupery appreciate Charles and Susan, my faithful supporters, and you guys show up, and I just want you to know I really appreciate it. It totally makes my Saturday that I have you guys to join me here. Here's our lineup. We're gonna go check Natalie out here. She should be starting. I don't know if she is yet. And just look for the art block and look for me. Thanks. Look for me. I'm gonna go check Natalie out. So if you want to hop over to see, if you want to look, hang out with me in Natalie's scope, come in, check it out. Let's see what she's up to today, and we can all chat in there for a little bit. All right. See you guys on the flip side. Thank you.